Hello and welcome back to my channel Learn with Nikhil. So in this video we have been given the front and the side view and we have to draw its isometric view. So first we'll see this point O. So from this point O on the left hand side, as you can see, we have the semicircle. So first we'll calculate the entire dimension. This is 30, 30, 30, that is 90. The total height of the figure is 135. As you can calculate, this is 35, then this is from here it is 50, then from here it is 25 and 25. So which goes to 135. Then the total thickness of the figure, the third dimension, as you can see, this semicircle radius given is 35. So that will be the entire diameter. So diameter will be 70. So that is the thickness. Once we have got these three dimensions, from this we will make the rectangular box which will consist the entire isometric figure. So first we'll draw this baseline, then we'll mark the point O. So this is the point O. Now from here we'll draw three lines. The angle will be 30 degree, 90 degree and 30 degree. So this is 30 degree, 30 degree and 90 degree. From here we'll draw three light lines. Draw these lines light. Now we have to mark the three dimensions which we have calculated. So from point O, as you can see, from point O on the left hand side we have this semicircle. So from point O on the left hand side we have the semicircle. So here will be the semicircle drawn. So the semicircle entire diameter is 70. So from left side we'll mark this dimension 70, here will be 135 and the remaining here will be 90. So first we'll mark these three dimensions on these lines. So as we calculated, this will here will be 70. Mark the point. The total height is 135. So we'll mark that. And on the right side it will be 90. So here I am marking the dimension as 90. Just mark the point. Now from these 3 points we'll make the entire rectangular box. The advantage of drawing the rectangular box is that our entire isometric view or the figure will be inside this box only. So it is very easy for us to draw. Draw the box properly. Just after drawing, check the dimensions also, whether all the dimensions are properly there. After drawing this rectangular box, now we'll start with the figure. So from point O, as we have mentioned, we have the semicircle here. So here we have to draw the semicircle. For drawing the semicircle or the circle, as you know, we have to draw a square of its diameter. Now the diameter is 70, 35 plus 35. So from here I am marking a point 70 above, and same on the other side I have taken the point. So with this I have drawn a square of side 70. Now here we have to draw a semicircle. Now for drawing the semicircle or the circle, first we have to join the longest diagonal. So this is the longest diagonal, and from the other shorter ends will join at the midpoint of the opposite line. So first I am marking the midpoint over here on this line. So from here I'll join this. So for drawing the semicircle we require only 2 points. So we have drawn only this much. So first, keeping the pointer over here, taking the radius as this much, we'll draw the curve. So from here we'll draw the curve. Similarly now from the other end, so keeping the pointer over here, taking the radius on the compass, this will complete this curve. Draw this curve, so this will be the semicircle drawn. So for semicircle only 2 points are required. So this is the center of the semicircle. I'll just mark it. So this is 35 below, this is the center. From here also, this is the center of the semicircle. Now after drawing this curve, now as you know, we have the circle over here drilled. So for drawing this circle, again the diameter given is 35. So with the diameter we'll draw a square at the center. So for drawing that, first I'll lightly join this center line. I'll mark the center point, and from the center point 17.5 millimeters on both the sides I'll mark the point. So from here and from here as well I'll mark the point. So from the center 17.5 which will give 35. So from here I'll draw this line, and from here also I'll draw the line. Then again from here 17.5 above and 17.5 below I'll mark the point. From here also below 17.5. So from the center left right 17.5, above below 17.5, which will give me the square at the center for drawing the circle. So here I'll join this, below I'll join this. Now here I'll draw the circle. Again for the circle, as you know, we have to join the longest diagonal that is already there, and here I am locating the midpoints. This is the midpoint. So from the shorter diagonal I'll join this midpoint till here. From here on the opposite side join. Draw all these lines light. The circle should be dark. From here also, as you can see, we have got these 4 points from where we'll draw the entire circle. Now for drawing the circle, again take the compass, keep the pointer on this first point, take this as the radius, draw the curve. With the same radius, keeping the pointer over here, draw the curve over here also. Now keeping the pointer over here, take this as the radius, draw the curve. And finally keep the pointer over here and complete the entire curve. So this will complete the entire circle. So as you can see, the circle in 3D is an ellipse shape. Now we have drawn the semicircle and the circle. Now as you can see in the diagram, it is extended 30, 30, 30. It is extended over here also. So you have to move this semicircle 30, 30 on the right side. So for doing that, we'll shift the points. We'll not do the entire procedure again over there. We'll just shift the points and we'll draw the curve. So first I am shifting this line, drawing a line, and then from here 30, 30 and 30 will mark 3 points. 30, then here also 30, and finally at the end 30. So we have moved this point. We can take the entire projection but do line by line, so we will not get confused. Then moving this center line. So first moving the center line also at 30, then 30, and finally it will end over here. So we have moved the center line. So this curve will come over here. So now for drawing this curve, from this point we have drawn the curve. So we'll shift this point also at the distance of 30, 30, 30. So from here we have drawn this curve. So this point we need to shift for drawing the curve on the other sides also. So we have to shift this on the right side. So that will be 30, 30, 30. So again take this line as a reference, parallel line. We'll shift this point. So as you can see, I am drawing the curves one by one, not taking the entire projections on the right, so it will be confusing. So 30, 30 and 30. So these are the 3 points, more 3 points where we have to draw the curve. So from here we have drawn this curve. Now we'll shift the pointer over here and we'll draw the curve. start from here and end till here. Same, move the pointer forward, start the curve from here, bottom line, and move till here. And finally at the end here, draw the curve. So as you can see, we have shifted this curve. So like this only we have to do the entire thing. You have to move the entire thing on the right side. So this is this part and this is this part. And center there is a gap. So now moving forward. So this part you can see it extends above. So this height it is 40 as the entire height given is 50. And this distance is 10, so the remaining part is 50 minus 10, that is 40. So this line we can extend directly at a height of 50. So this distance 50 I am marking it dark. Same on the other end also you can do. From here at a height of 50 we will mark a dark line. Now this line is done. Now next this distance is 10 and this remaining is 40, which we already discussed about. So from center we'll draw light lines first because this distance is 40 and 40. So first light parallel lines, and from here at a distance of 40 we'll mark a dark line. Same from here 40 we'll mark a dark line, and now we can join this directly. So this gap has been created as you can see. So this is this gap. Now we can join this part as it's a solid part, this and this. The center part should not be joined as there is a gap in between. Now as you can see, this part here, the curve should extend like this. As it is in the visible area, so it should extend. So this curve should also be drawn. So the previous point, from where the previous point we have drawn the curve, will extend the curve till the other end. So from here pointer we have drawn this curve. So shifting the point will complete this curve. So as you can see, it lies in the visible area. So this part should be drawn. So this is the gap and this curve goes. Now the circle also need to be drawn over here as it's a total drilled inside. So again the same thing, we need to shift the points of the circle. The visible curves only we need to draw. So we'll shift only the lines or points one by one and we'll draw the curve. So from here this pointer will first shift. As from there we have drawn the curve. This point I am shifting. So these are the 2 points from where we have drawn the curves. So first now it is on the other plane. So we have to move the point directly at the 60. Because 30 apart it is not visible, it is behind. So we have to move the point directly at a distance of 60. So from here I'll mark the point at 60. So from there we have to draw the curve. So see, because it is at that plane 60 apart. So keeping the pointer over here, we will draw the curve. So this curve we need to draw. So as you can see, its end starts over here, starts from here. So as you can see, it properly lies. So this point are intersecting, it is parallel and it ends over here. So this curve is done. Now the upper side curve also we need to draw. This part also we need to complete. So same point, we'll just complete this curve because it is again going backwards. So the entire curve we need to draw. So this part is done. Now for the upper side curve also, this part, that is this curve. So we have drawn that curve from this point. So this point needs to be shifted again on the right side at a distance of 60 millimeter. So first I'll take the dimension. This is the radius. Then we'll move this point, just taking this reference line, moving this point at a distance of 60 millimeter. So just marking the point. So this distance is 60. So this will be the new vertex or point from where we'll draw the curve. So just complete this curve. So as you can see, now we have shifted this circle inside at a distance of 60 millimeter. So the main part is done. Now the upper side part is remaining. As you can see, I have not taken much of the lines. One line you can take and do the markings, otherwise you will get confused. Now for the upper side, as you can see, this can be directly joined. This is the height of 50. So this is a dark line, just taking this as a reference line. Draw this line dark. Then here, as you can see, there is an extension above. The thickness is 20. So from the center 10 10 you can mark on both the sides. So remaining part will be joined directly. So first I am marking the center point. From center 10 millimeters on the left, 10 millimeters on the right. We'll mark the points. Now as you can notice, this is not straight. There is a slant part here. On the other view you can see there is a slant part. So we are not drawing dark line right now. We'll just take the projections below, from here below and here also below. The distance given is 25 millimeter. So first from here we'll draw this dark line. We'll join this, the center, join this part. Now from here, as you can see in the question, this distance is 25. So 25 I am marking this dark line. From here also 25 above we are marking the dark line. And after that there is a slant part. So this projection is this. So now we have the slant part. So for drawing that slant part from the back side, we'll take a distance of 50 millimeters. So first I'll take this as a reference line. So from here I'll draw a light line. Draw the light line. Here also draw the light line. Now from the back side, as you can see, there is a distance of 50 millimeter. So from here we'll mark a distance of 50 millimeter. So this will be dark. From here also 50 millimeter. This part will be dark. Now you can directly join these lines, which will make it slant. So this is how you draw the slant part. Now join this part dark. This part will also be dark. As you know, wherever there are slant edges or there is a bending, that part should be dark. Now we have to complete the remaining lines. Maximum part of the figure is done. Completing the remaining parts will give the edge or the shape to this entire figure. Draw the lines light and then make it dark. The edges should be drawn properly. So from here, this dark line, this part now I'll make it dark. Now from here also, taking this as the reference line. As you can see, this exactly coincide to this edge. So join this. This part is done. So all these curves are done. Just make the lines dark. So this one line I forgot to draw. So this is the line. Please draw it, which will complete your entire figure. Now your figure is almost done. So just mark the dimensions whichever are given in the question. Mark the dimensions and you are good to go. Mark all the dimensions properly which are given in the question. And we are done. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubts, any queries, let me know in the comment section. You can also connect with me on Instagram.